Hey everybody, wanted to go live for a few minutes. I'm digging a hole right here. I think I found a treasure chest. Let me show you what I got. So, started digging. There's definitely something here. Got ankle brackets with nails in them. Looks like brass pieces. Found Thought that was a knife. Don't think so. Hey Sonic, how you doing, man? Good morning. It's 1:30 here. Just pulled this out of the hole where it looks like I've got some kind of square box in the ground. Top to a glass, drinking glass. A little bottle cap. Hey, Team Clambake, how you doing? So I'm gonna dig this hole a little bit more. Decided to do it on live. I've got my trusty cat litter box sifter with me. Got my find so far sitting over on this side with a little rag to put stuff out on once I get the sand out of it. But this is out at my regular location. I'm out at the old homestead in McCrory Ranch, about 100 feet away from the navigation tower. We'll dig a little bit in this hole and sift and see if we can't bring anything else up. Hopefully you guys stay in focus. Where's my spade? There she is. All right. So whatever I'm chasing seems to go this way. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to dig real slow. Dump everything into the sifter. Can't do more than 2 or 3 shovel pulls at a time with this sifter, unfortunately. Bring it over to my sift pile. Sift all the sand out. This soil is really sandy, so the sifter is definitely a good thing to have out here. And I can already hear I got some metal or something banging around in there. Always grass. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing it over, making a little pile on there. I'll go through that in just a second. Yep, I can feel something hard in there again. And that felt like I just scraped something. What I really think this is a kitchen cabinet. There's a little bit of steel from it. Throw that in our steel pile. They got something big right there. Dig gentle. Whoop. And there we go. We got something else out of there. It's got some shape to it. a second, let me grab my brush. See if I can brush that off. Got my wagon back here. Don't go anywhere without my wagon. Oh, there's my little spade. Throw that over there just in case I need it. I know most of this stuff is steel, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to use my metal brushes, put my magnificator over there. Let's see. Pull up my chair for a minute so I can see you guys. Can't really read from that far. But we definitely got something here. Round. Maybe a smashed can, but we don't know till we clean it off. And with everything else we're finding in here, this is some kind of tin. Very cool. See if I can figure out how this went back together. Clean out this side and I'll get up there and give you guys a closer look at what I just pulled up. This is one of the reasons I dig everything when I'm out metal detecting, because I just never know what I'm going to pull up. If I just go for the high tones that are usually coins, I'm going to miss out on some of these cool relics like this. That almost looks like a tin can. Somehow went together. So, guys, here's what I just pulled up. If you can see it. Let's see. There we go. That's better. I can never get the sides right on this. So we got something round, definitely flat along the edges. Cool beans. If operators are in there, if you can keep an eye out for some of those crazy ones. I'm not paying quite as much attention to the camera because I'm trying to dig this hole out a little bit more and I can get behind, but I certainly appreciate everybody that's coming in. I see Rock and Ore down in Australia is here. Team Clam Bakes, Miss Cynthia Swearingen. Hi, Cynthia. Bud Files. Hey, welcome to Swamp Rat Nation. Mr. Hominid, also Ozzy. I think. Cool. We'll set that aside. We'll dig a little more, see what else we can find. I think it's sift time for me. If I get too much stuff in the sifter at once, I can't pick it up. So I can hear something rattling in there. Yep, got a couple of things in that one. Cool, we'll bring that over here in just a second to show you. Dump that out on my little rag. Some scrap steel. fact, some aluminum foil. No idea. Yep. I am totally thinking that this house burned down out here. Bits of glass. Some foil. So it looks like we just found ourselves a little piece of a teacup. This looks like wood from whatever this piece of furniture was that was here, some kind of cabinet or something. It's, as you can see, it's charred all the way through. So I'm finding what's left of it. There's a lot of steel in the ground right here. Makes for definitely an interesting dig. Put that piece of pottery up here. I think I got another piece of it there too. All right, let's get a couple more scoops in the sifter and see what else we can find. Got another piece of steel right there. Nothing much. Whoop, I got something there. I'm rubbing against something else steel here. Kind of brush it off with my hand. Oh, that looks like another piece of the band. Most of this area is 20s, 30s, some 40s and 50s in there. Yep. Looks like we got another piece of the steel band. That's just wood. Just some kind of banding from around this cabinet. It's just nailed in. This is kind of Depression era, so who knows what we're going to find. Put that over on the pile. What we got there? Looks like a piece to a bottle cap, but an old one. All rusted out. A little pile of bottle caps there too, so I'll stick that there. That's something else metal right there. The floor to whatever this is, I think, was steel, which is what I was hitting on with my detector. So I'm pulling up these big chunks of rusty steel. Almost every scoop I get something like that. We got something round here. We like round, kind of big. Where's my brush? That brush. size we got there. Bring that over, get it a little closer. So we just pulled this up. Looks like it might be a cap to something or a back to something, maybe a tin, compact. I've been finding things like that out here quite a bit. If this was a kitchen cabinet, then that might make sense. Something that was in the kitchen. Set that aside over with their bottle caps. I got enough to sift here again. So we'll do a little bit of sifting. It's like mostly big chunks of steel that time. This is normally what I'm finding. So we'll put that over to the side. Don't be falling, swamp rat. Fall right on my head out here if I'm not careful. I just noticed something else in the pile. Yep, definitely. It's just steel, but I'm thinking that's part of a kitchen utensil. It's got the right curves and stuff to it, so we'll definitely want to set that aside. Cool. Oh, I need my sifter. It's trying to get away from me. Guess I should go through. Ooh. Well, there's a nice one. Just sifted that out and didn't realize it. It fell when I dropped it. I'll show you guys what I got here in just a second. Gives us some age on the property, that's for sure. Finding nails, lots and lots of nails. But, and this one's a nail too. But let me show you this nail. We got us a nice straight square nail. Gotta love me the square nails. Hey, park rat, how you doing? Out at the digging ground. I'm using the sifter. Just think I'm digging up a buried treasure chest. I think this might have been a cabinet or a chest from out of the kitchen. I'm finding burned. Just found that square nail in there. Definitely gives us some age. A couple pieces of glass, some lids to something. I'll keep that square nail where I can find it. Here, I showed this at the very beginning of the stream, but not many people were in here. I got this little teeny cap to a bottle or jar or something. Kind of like the size of the perfume bottles I've been finding out here. So definitely cool. All right. I got my new shovel with me today. New shovel, guys. Let me show you the difference. Old shovel. There's my old spade. There's my new spade. Bit of a size difference. Same design, so I'm liking that. Makes my life a little bit easier. All right, let's get that sifting bucket over here. I'm about 1.5 feet deep right now, guys. I'm kind of moving to the side, but I'm doing it real slow. Whoop. I might have pulled something up with that one. I can feel something right down in here. I'm on top of. I don't want to dig too deep. Little bits at a time. See if we can uncover this a little bit. Might just be the floor to this thing. Oh, we got another straight regular nail. Whoop. Yeah, more steel from the floor of it. Little piece of glass in the hole. Let's sift this out. Hey, I'm already seeing stuff. Got something around there. Super light. Thinking that's a cedar and acorn or something. Yeah, it's just a seed. All right. Come back over to our scrappy pile. Didn't see much else in that, just little bits of metal. Drop this down here. Get our bucket out of the way. Little bits of glass. There we go. Well, that's what I want to see. It's more of that steel. That steel pile is becoming pretty big. That looks like a lid. Another little chunk of a lid. Definitely somebody storing stuff in this. It's like a lot of bottles, a lot of lids. I'm thinking it was part of the kitchen. Was thinking the house burned down, and this is kind of confirming it for me. Burned down with everything in it. Little piece of glass. More metal. Well, that's some nice china. Sweet. So you just found that. And this piece looks like it's a nice piece of china, maybe a plate, something like that. Hey, Daddy and Daddy Plus Water, how you doing? What's up, Jason? Hi, Kathy at Pond Scum Magnificent. How you doing? Decided to bring you digging this treasure chest out of the ground. I think it might be a kitchen cabinet or some kind of kitchen piece. I've been finding burned pieces of wood, little pieces of glass and pottery, some lids. Digging. I am loving this new spade, though. Let me tell you. It costs a lot less than buying a metal detecting digging tool. I think this ran about 30 bucks on Amazon. They're made by Cold Steel, so knife company that I'm very familiar with. See, nails everywhere. like we might have some burned wood there. Some more of the bottom piece of this cabinet. All right, that's a full sifter load. So we'll sift that out. Got some steel in that one. Regular nail. Bunch of charred wood. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is kind of what I end up with after I've been sifting. So I tend to take it over here. Find the big bits out of it. Nails. Charred wood. We'll dump that out. We'll set our next load down. That was a big sift load, actually. Bigger than most. I can get a curved piece of the steel. Steel. Charred piece of the wood. More charred wood. I was thinking that looked like steel, but yeah, that's a nail. Nail. Grass. What do we got there? All right. Hold on to that for a second. I'll bring this up and show it to you in just a minute. I think I got something unusual. Let me get through this pile of junk first. Piece of glass. Another nail. Another nail. More pieces of metal. Rusty bits of metal. All right. Let me grab that and bring it up and show it to you how I found it. So, I just pulled this little piece out. It's got a wire on it. Whoa, I dropped it. Let me grab the brush and brush that off a little bit. I don't really know. Might just be some wire twisted together, but could be something else. Who knows? Let's keep looking. Throw that up there by that other stuff just so I know where I put it. That sounded like glass. Most definitely. That's a little piece of pottery. All right. Let's try to be a little more gentle right in here, because we are definitely finding broken pottery here. Yeah. Now, there's a piece of steel cable. I think I'm going to bring this out more. Bring us in over about a foot. A little closer towards the camera too. We're on something again. Felt like steel. Yep, we definitely got some steel in there. Pretty thin stuff too. It's like sheet steel. Yeah, there's another piece of it. All right. Let's get this into the sifter. Looks like we just got us a lot of steel. Maybe a piece of a bucket or something. Another little piece of that fancy. I thought it was a utensil, but not so sure. Now it's got a little bit of a bevel there. Looks like it might have attached into something. Maybe a drawer pull. Who knows? We'll set that up with the other one we found. Dump this out on the just a nail. Big steel pieces. Well, that looks like a buckle. Sorta. Kind of thin. Sure, somebody will tell me what it is. Let me show you guys what I just found in a minute here. More pieces of steel. Nail, steel. Chunks of rust. Well, that piece is a little bit more unusual. Almost looks like it's got serrations on it. That's an interesting piece. That's an interesting piece. Nail. Steel. I gotta turn. Sorry, guys. You get to see my back. furniture nail, charred wood, steel, furniture staple. All right, so out of that sift load, we didn't get a whole lot. Got a little piece of that pottery. This thing, it looks like it's got some teeth on it. Real small, sharpened edges. I don't know what that might be. We'll keep a hold of it though. Then we found this. Looks like a buckle of some kind almost. Cool. Kind of like that. Pottery's kind of cool to find. Find a lot of that with the sifter. We'll set that up there, those two up there. Lower section's kind of my junk section. Set that back down. Bring our sifter back over. Now the sifter's a lot of work. That's the one bad thing about it. Hasn't revealed any huge finds yet, but it does give me some bottles occasionally. If you want to see some of my bottle finds, I got a video premiering tonight. There are some bottle finds on that one. I think there's a couple of the perfume bottles I found. Either that or it's Monday. I don't think that one gave me a lot. Bunch of grass, charred wood, some nails. Let's see. Metal. That looks like a wire piece to hold down a lid or something. I'll take that. Furniture nail. Is that metal? That looks like a chunk of lead. That's a little chunk of lead. Another nail. Piece for glass. Steel. Nail. Bunch of charred wood. I don't know what that is. Another little furniture nail. So we got this little wire piece. It's definitely attached to something at one point. So kind of cool. Just thought that was a chunk of junk. That's actually a little chunk of lead. Find lead out here a lot anyways. So cool. Throw those up there. Let's reload the sifter. Shiny steel. Little shard of glass. I'm missing the sifter. Never said the rat was coordinated. I think I just put too much in the sifter. Ugh, it's going to make it hard. I think it's going to be a park rat sody fizz break here in a minute. Have to be like a park rat. It was nice and cool when I left the house. Now it's burning out here. Got some grass in that load, as always. Whoop. A little top to a jar. We don't mind finding those. Tells us we're on the right path. I'm going to sit down for a second here. As soon as I go through this sifted load. See what kind of crazy things you all are talking about me about. How crazy I am. Coming out and metal detecting and sifting through dirt. A couple more pieces of that glass I found. A nail. Another nail. Another nail. More charred pieces of the cabinet. Chunk of metal. Another nail. All right. Let me grab my chair, set it right there for a minute. Grab my sody fizz. Come see what y'all are saying. So what y'all think of adventures like this? It's definitely different. Hey, Malaysian Metal Detecting, how you doing? Seen you in quite a few of the different chats out there. Let me bring this down a little bit. Got you all on my tripod today. And it sits too high for me when I'm on the chair, so. There we go. I think that might be a little bit better. Yeah, I've got my drinkage. I got my water over there, Kathy. I got my Sody Fizz Pepsi here. I'm just looking through. I'm melting over the hole. Yeah. It looks like I'm what? Oh, I'm on the moon. Yeah, my connection isn't great out here. I'm out in the middle of what they call split oak forest. It's what parts of what was McCrory Ranch. I'm about 100 feet north of my aviation tower that I found out here. And I know that right over off to this side of me, there was a house. I'm thinking right here in this pool, in this hole that I'm digging, there's a burned up piece of furniture. So that's kind of why I'm sifting through it, being cautious, hoping that I find some more glass jars. So far, I haven't found much glass. Usually it's crazy on the glass out here. All right, see you later, Sonic and friends. You have a good day. I know it's bright and early in the morning over there on your side. I don't even know how long I've been digging this hole. Looks like I've been working on it for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Hola, buscando con frecuencia. ¿Cómo está? I just drank that too fast. Sorry about that, guys. That's one of the issues with my condition with Parkinson's disease. When I drink or eat something too fast, sometimes I tend to aspirate on it. So I got to be cautious about that. But it is hot out here. I need my water bottle. So far, though, so good, guys. I mean, there's definitely some potential. Yeah, I've been digging at this hole for an hour, but I dug up that big pile of dirt right there is all sifted dirt. The sand in this area definitely makes the sifter a plus. I don't know if most places I'd be sifting when I metal detect, but just over here I found me a buffalo nickel right behind where the camera is, about 20 feet back. I was out here with Park Rat Pat one day, and I ended up pulling my first silver coin out of here. It was the second time I've been out in this area hunting, and pulled up that Walking Liberty $50. Still trying to find something as good as that one, but as far as coins, that's probably where it's at for me, at least in this area. But definitely found a lot more relics out here. I got this pit behind me, and it's got stuff all the way back behind my wagon over there. Back behind my wagon, there's a big pile of bricks that I pulled up. Those are all parts of the old homestead here. Trying to be a little bit selective where I dig, but not very. I usually just find a good spot when I'm with the sifter. I usually find a good spot, someplace where I've got a little bit of a hit with the detector, and then go for it from there. That sifter was a good build. Just used an old cat litter box, cut the bottom off of it, and put some webbing in there. I was fortunate enough I had some plastic webbing, so this is all plastic. Zip tied it to the top or to the bottom of it. It makes for a good sifter instead of having to pay an arm and a leg for a sifter. Man, I got this little tree poking me right in the back. Whew. Got my swamp rat water bottle. All right, I'm going to dig a little bit more. Dig and sift a little bit more. I know I'm, see, there I go. Right on my butt. I'm right on top of a steel plate here, so I know it's probably going to come up in pieces. It's not as thick as some of the stuff I found. There's some more of it. Oh, it breaks apart in my hand half the time. Let's see if we can get some of that up. Yep, there it comes. That's a big chunk. Well, now I'm not so sure. It's got curves kind of like a galvanized roof. Which that's possible too. I wish there were some old pictures of this homestead back in the day. I don't think that taking pictures, though, was a big concern of theirs out here on the ranch. They probably never expected some guy was going to be out here digging holes through their garbage, streaming on YouTube. Yeah, that, I think, is corrugated. Well, that's interesting. And I can see in the edge where the burn marks were. Come back where I'm sitting a little bit more. And I just overfilled my bucket again. I dumped some of this out. Well, that's a big piece of steel. I don't need to sift through that and tell what that is. Make my life easier, do it in littler batches. Oh, there's another piece of that pottery. Some more nails. Another one of those palm seeds. Those things throw me off. Perfectly round. We'll dump that on the bag. Another little piece of the pottery. Bring you guys up a little bit there. So, yeah. We're finding stuff, just not big stuff. I think I just saw shiny underneath where I'm sitting. It's just the sand shining back at me. And I dug up too much again, but just a bunch of metal on that one, guys. Beebles and bobbles. All right. Oh, I think I'm done with that hole for right now. I think we came over here. Let me pull you guys out of here. Show you a little bit. Whoa. Try to show you a little bit. What did I do? Okay, I'm still here. Whew. So, there's the hole we dug today. Take you guys for a walk down here really quick. This is kind of a little bit different from where I usually am up there, but this is what originally brought me out here. See if I can show you guys and not be too bouncy here. This area right here, if you look, it's all these pine trees on the sides. We got the old Florida live oaks, all these palms with pine trees. This was a really short runway. We've got our old navigation towers over here. The gentleman that owned this property used to fly guests in from the airfield that's now Orlando International Airport. It was a local airport with local airfield with an army base, and they let civilians use it too. So he'd fly them out here, and they'd go out hunting, which is why I find all the shotgun head stamps. But this is the navigation tower. Not sure how well you can see it in these. Had a light up on top of it. This is what originally brought me to this area. But junk I found around it when I was initially searching without using the detector. So definitely a nice little area. Spin you back around. Hey, Modern Native, how you doing? So that's what brought me out here. This tower was built in the 1930s during the early days of aviation. They'd use it as a 10-mile marker for what was then Pine Castle Army Air Base. It's now Orlando International Airport. There were two airports there. There's a regional airport that was one airfield, and that's Orlando Regional Airport, and then Orlando International, which is the big one. Everybody flies in to go to Disney and everything else. And I'm exactly 10 miles south of there right now. Hope that foot's healing up there, Modern Native. No, frostbite ain't fun. Almost as bad as heat exhaustion. Well, maybe worse. Probably wouldn't mind a little bit of heat right now. Looks like we got 8 people watching. Sweet. I think I'm gonna get back to swinging for a little bit. Get off the live stream here. Sorry about that, guys. I muted y'all. That was not what I meant to do. Anyways, so that's the hole. I'm back at my hole here. My messy hole. There's a tree here. This is where the house was, back here in the woods. There's my pile of bricks right here behind me. See if I can get it. There we go. My big old pile of bricks. These are all bricks I've dug up while I've been detecting out here. It's not a lot of issues with how the holes look. I try to fill them in best I can. Being in sand, it's a little bit more of a challenge. When I sift the sand like that, it tends to fall in really easy, but it'll be all right. I'll get a rainstorm and everything fills back in the sandy soil. All this grass that's around me, this stuff's all dying anyways. It's time for it to go. So anyways, hey everybody, appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna sign out and see what else I can find. Have a good day and hope to see you guys tonight. I'll be premiering one of my videos from out here in the homestead at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come on over, take a look. We'll chat some more. We'll see what else we can find. Later, guys.